Welcome back to another episode of Office Politics. I'm your host, Matthew Stevenson, in partnership with Dukascopy TV. Remember, if it happens in an office, we're here to discuss it. We have an email from an office in Johannesburg. It reads as follows. How should I deal with an office romance? It's between two of my junior staffers. Well, romances in office are as old as, offices, because people spend a lot of time in their office and there's going to be romances. Whether you as the boss like it or not, I can't change that fact of life. But, this is from this email, I sense it's between two people on your staff. I think you have to be a bit tolerant to begin with. Romances are going to happen. If it doesn't affect how they perform on the job, if it doesn't affect the company, I think you have to run with it. Their take on the office romance is going to be different than yours. They'll have some giddiness, they'll have some secretiveness about it that they think will be hidden from the world, but it probably will not be hidden from the world, probably quite open. At the same time, I think companies are wise to think about policies, governing office romances. Sometimes they aren't just between people at the same level, they're between people at different levels in the company. And while I don't think you can legislate love, I think that companies can try to have policies that say maybe a romance between a senior person and a junior person isn't perhaps in the company's best interest if they're in the same department. Office romances, in my mind, are going to happen. Whether you want them or I want them or your company wants them is irrelevant. But I think that the key is for everybody at the company to know pretty much going in what governs those relationships. If a couple marries and they're in the company, that needs some consideration. Generally, probably it's best if they don't work in the same area. You don't want feelings of colleagues to be offended in any way, but every company can be different. I can see how in a law firm or in a trading company or commodity company, it could be different than at a university. So I guess I would preach clarity on the part of the company, and tolerance by the bosses. Well, that's all the time we have this week on Office Politics. I'm your host, Matthew Stevenson, in partnership with Dukascopy TV. Remember, if it happens in an office, we're here to discuss it.